If you've ever felt the guilt or felt the shame, if you've ever wondered why you felt the pain, I can tell you how to finally let it out. And it works if you can just let go the doubt. It's a now you know type of story, so I will tell you things to make it right, 'cause you'll be just fine and you'll be alright. Let this go by if you just align right now, right now, align right now. It's the fear that makes you think that something's wrong, but it's not why you have come to sing along. What do I give? What do I say when my fears come and love still stays to let me know there's always nothing wrong? What can I do to feel the truth? I'll tell you all you need to hear. Comes calling and you are falling, you won't fall from the love that's always here, 'cause you'll be just fine and you'll be alright. Let this go by if you just align right now. Right now, align right now. And there's more to life than this. You have come to feel the bliss. There's nothing to figure out. And when problems reappear, you can find the answers here and feel what it's all about. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. And you'll be just fine. You'll be alright. And let this go by if you just align right now, right now, align right now. And all my fears are made simple mistakes, and I am still the same, yeah, yeah, yeah. And all my fears are made simple mistakes, and I am still the same, yeah, 'cause you'll be just fine and you'll be alright. Let this go by if you just align right now. Thank you to the music director for also making it possible. Appreciate it, and for being a great drummer. Quite enjoyed it. So if you can tell, I come from a very corporate, traditional environment. And, yeah, right. And I like to conform to norms. No, seriously, I listen to my guidance and the way I dress, the way I look, and all of that. I just listen to my higher intelligence. And if it says wear sandals with socks, I wear sandals with socks. So it's a liberating way of living, and I call it living through alignment. Alignment with the source of who we are from moment to moment. Some of you may be familiar with that terminology. Living with alignment, listening to spirit. If you've come from the traditional Christian background, you may have heard, get this. Me and my mom talk about this one. It's full. In all your ways, acknowledge the I am, or Him as the most translations say, right? In all your ways, acknowledge the I am, and the I am will direct your path. Now, in all your ways, or in some of your ways, right? It's like, it's your choice. You get to decide. In all your ways, you can acknowledge the I am, and it will direct your path. Or you can say, well, just when emergencies, when I am desperate and have nowhere else to turn, I'm going to acknowledge the I am presence and let it direct my path. And that's okay too. But what I want to offer you today is one path is one of lower consciousness that creates and maintains the appearance and invests belief in the illusion of separation and thus creates cycles of suffering. Now, nothing wrong with that path. That's the not acknowledging the I am presence and letting it direct your path. And nothing wrong with it. There is no right or wrong in it. It just, feels different. It feels like suffering. So that's the lower levels of consciousness that we get to play in. The ones that hold on to the meaning, the level of meaning that says we are separate, we are form, we are finite, we are not eternal, and our good is somehow removed from us. That's that level, right? So how does that level show up when we're on that path of lower consciousness? Well, it shows up by looking through the physical eyes and looking at the world of form and literally believing we are these bodies. Believing we are the story and the journey of our lives. That we are the person who has had all these past events happen and everything that's we've associated with in our families, in our cultures, in our nation, and in our world. We invest our belief in that, and that's where we gain our identity and our value, the world of form and separation. Nothing wrong, again, nothing wrong with that. That's actually the most common way of being. I'm not sure I call that being, though. But you know what I mean. That's the most common way. Nothing wrong with it, it just feels a certain way. How does that feel when I look at this body and I think of the finite life cycle that it has, and I know it's going to change, my hair is going to thin, and I know things are going to happen. How does that feel? I remember as a child learning about death for the first time, or at least in this life. Being told that we were going to die, people die. It was like, are you kidding me? What? Mom's gonna die, what the heck? You gotta be kidding. And I had so much fear around it. It was frightening. It was like, what is this? What have I got myself into? It's like, really? It was the hardest thing I remember. And dreaming about my mom dying and all these recurring dreams and just feeling like, it's so frightening, so much fear. My son's going through that. Well, I should say has gone through that. He's 10 now. think right around 9 years old, would start kicking in for him, and we'd share things with him and help him adjust. But it's like, when you're born into this world, you're getting adjusted. All of a sudden, you find out that this ends. You have to adjust. How many of you remember having to face that at some point in your life? Cool, cool. Some of us just kind of naturally accepted it, but I was like, what? Really didn't get it. It was really tough to adjust to. Now here's the beautiful part. I've been grateful to literally experience that alignment with the knowing that brings peace and lets us know we are eternal. We are truly extensions of the divine. Now, I'm getting ahead of myself to that second part, but let's go back to this first part. So, that first path of the lower consciousness that believes in the physical, believes in death, believes in these patterns, that can be a frightening reality that we invest belief in. Sickness, lack, poverty, disease, all these different things. Murder, you name it. A lot of frightening things in this world. So, that's the lower level. How does it feel? It can be fearful. It can be frightening. It can have its ups and downs too. There can be some beautiful things about it. It doesn't all feel like fear, believe it or not. Sometimes the world of form and the physical can feel like this. You have your hand. Great to meet you. And it's like reconnecting with part of us, right? And touch and feel. And it's a beautiful thing. It's not, that didn't feel like fear. Did that feel like fear to you? Good. Didn't feel like fear to me, I just want to make sure. So, part of that connecting in the physical world, believing we are the bodies, etc., is also what gives us the ability to suspend our disbelief. It's what gives us anybody remember that term from English class? Suspended disbelief. When you're reading a book, if you do not suspend your disbelief, what happens? You read the book and it doesn't feel real to you.
No.
You can't fully engage in it. It's just like you're reading some words on a page and like, oh, I wonder what this guy was thinking when he wrote this. You know? It doesn't capture you. Have you ever seen a movie and watched a character play and their acting ability just didn't suck you in? You were unable to suspend your disbelief. You didn't believe them, so you didn't let go of the disbelief. You kept it. In the same way, if we were living these lives without suspending our disbelief in the body and these identities of the lower level, these limitations we've accepted, it would we'd feel like we're watching a movie, right? Some of us experience that actually. So, the point is, yes, the lower levels of consciousness, believing that you are the body, believing that you are finite, believing in limitations, there's some value to it, believe it or not. Gets a bad rap. It's demonized. Suffering and suffering. It's a bad, bad thing. Well, if you didn't have separation, it'd be pretty hard to actually hug somebody, wouldn't it? It's not all bad. What's bad is our investment in belief that the suffering and the separation is real. There's a difference. When we invest in the belief in the suffering itself and make it real in our minds, we hold on to and can't enjoy the movie as much. Ever been to a movie where you're so invested that when the guy gets killed or dies, you cry and feel like your life is over? That's not very enjoyable, is it? You really invested your belief in the separation. You've invested, you become attached to the character. My wife loves this movie, series. Wow, I can't remember the name of it. something like, comes on regular TV, it's got multi-diverse characters in it. This Is Us, that's it. I was hoping somebody would bail me out. She loves that show. Man, when the seasons are over, she's like, oh, I can't wait for the next season, right? Now, if you enjoy that level of attachment, okay, it's all right. But at some point, what happens? What we learn in these nice 70 to 90-year cycles of being in this physical form is when you continue to hold on to things like that and invest belief in the limitations and become attached to things and don't want things to change or go away and all that, the natural cycles, what it invariably happens is you become so accustomed to the suffering. It's like Chinese water torture. It just keeps happening, and suddenly you start tensing up in the body, creating all these blocks in your energetic system, holding on to traumas you've created and all this stuff. Next thing you know, you're trying to figure out why the body's breaking down and not functioning the way it used to, but not in a way that looks like a natural cycle, but in a way that causes great dis-ease. We're wondering, why is this not working the way? What's going on, functioning? So, that's this path. Continue to invest in the lower levels of consciousness. Now, wonderful master teacher who I love to quote, I grew up learning about Yeshua, aka Jesus, taught, do not be conformed. Actually, he said that this world of form. Do not be in this world of form. Do not be of it, but in it. Do not be of this world of form. In other words, don't get your identity. Don't believe that this is the real. You're not of this world of form. What we see with our eyes. Science tells us and reflects the same thing. Quantum physics, etc., lets us know that there's only oneness. The universal field theory, all sorts of different teachings or science observations that show us consciousness and energy. It's what everything is, and it's all interconnected. Well, these guys were saying that back in the day, all these enlightened master teachers like Yeshua was saying, look, be in the world, but not of this world. I and the Father are one. I am the vine. I am the vine. You are the branches, the extensions of the vine, source, the I am. So all these wonderful teachings of oneness. There is only God, the good. Okay, that's great, but how can you make that practical here? In this dimension, when we're investing in these lower levels of consciousness, how do we bring that knowing, not just the belief? The belief is great. Don't get me wrong. It's like the stepping stone. I believe I can fly, but I'm just going to sit here for the rest of the day. But a belief is a starting point. At some point, you got to get up and fly. You got to give it that effort and push off, right? So belief, great. Congratulations. You're at the starting line. Now, are you ready to take off? How do we go from belief in these principles, belief in oneness, and make them real? How do we realize them in our life? That's where our spiritual practices come in, from this lower consciousness. The demonstration of the divine in our lives, making it real, bringing heaven to earth, bringing higher consciousness to this lower consciousness, will not exceed our commitment and discipline in our spiritual practice. So if I want to be aligned with my highest potential and express that divinity like a channel that I am, I just let go of the lower consciousness. How do you let go? Well, you just let go, but there's something beautiful through our practices with the higher consciousness and allow that to come through. That empowers us to live. Not by our own might, power, and quote, strength at the lower level, for we believe we're something that we're not. We believe we're limited, subject to death, subject to decay, subject to disease, etc., etc. Do you really think that level of thinking is going to break you out of the suffering? No. It will not, it cannot. It doesn't know how. It's not real. We have invested in a false ID. We've been getting ourselves into the club. Oh, that's not my ID. There we go. There it is. A false ID that has been giving us permission to drive on the street of suffering and separation for quite some time. And we believe we're actually this. Oh, this is me. My name is John Hamilton Stringer IV. Yes, and I grew up in Chattanooga. Story. And yes, this is me. And I'm separate from you, and I'm different from you, and I look different, dress different, talk different, etc. You look better than me today, but tomorrow I'm going to dress up a little bit. So we go around with these stories we've invested in, and as soon as we decide, when that desire increases, this is the beautiful thing about suffering. Remember I said it gets a bad rap? Suffering, what would happen if I kept bumping my head against the wall? This is like a deja vu. I remember giving this very words at Jacksonville with you guys. Lisa and Dave, I'm staying with them, by the way, just came to me. What would happen if you keep bumping your head against the wall? You got a couple of options, right? Either you're going to go unconscious.
It feels good when you quit.
Yep, you're going to quit. Right? I don't know what the other option is. You're either going to stop or yeah, you get used to it and you just keep doing it and something happens. I don't know. I don't know what would happen. I heard a suggestion. What was that?
You learn something that maybe you should paint the other way so you don't want to.
Yeah, maybe you switch. Maybe you try a different way because it gets too painful. The point being, eventually, the desire to continue in that action gets eclipsed by the desire to stop, to break free. The suffering actually helps build that desire. Right? So when we invest in believing so firmly and attaching to our identity and separation and, one of my favorite words, judgment. When we have all this judgment, we're trying to protect that identity. We're trying to, for all our fears, no, don't touch me. You might trigger those fears I have, right? We're trying to put up our shields and all of that. All that suffering is like beating our head. It makes it real when we suspend our disbelief. It is not bad. It is a lower level of good. That's it. Lower level of good. There is only God the good. How could this be? How could suffering be bad if there's only God the good? Does that make sense? If there's only oneness, how could suffering be some bad thing? Get such a bad rap. But it doesn't feel good. So eventually we wake up and say, oh, wait a minute. This isn't real. This is a construct. Actually, I can let it go and I'm still here. Wow. I don't have to hold on and limit myself to that false identification. Those judgments and limitations, the construct. Now, awareness. Awareness is that first step. Through our alignment, we gain awareness. If I'm banging my head, if I don't become aware, it's like a bad habit. I've been doing this, I've got a twitch. If I don't become self-aware and notice what's happening, I don't choose differently because it's on automatic. It's subconscious. I'm choosing subconsciously. It's like a program. It's just going and going and going. I'm John Stringer. I'm in the body. Oh, I'm going to be diseased. But when I take that moment to practice, become present, my awareness expands. I hit the subtle levels of sensation, of vibration and frequency of meaning, and I can begin to choose differently through the higher levels of consciousness that guide me. Without accessing those higher levels, we don't choose differently. But when we access the higher levels, guess what happens? A new thought emerges. Inspiration, inspired action, higher vibrations relative to where we are. Exactly what we need. The knowing, the genius brings it through. Is it going to be what Reverend Terry hears? Not necessarily. What you hear is going to be relative to what you need and where you're at. Now, is it going to conflict with what Reverend Terry says if she's here? No. It just might be a little something different. Maybe, yeah. Or it might be exact. I'll give you an example. My wife will hear certain things, and the way she calls it musings, and she'll publish it, and the way she says it is just like, wow, it just moves my soul from her genre, let's just say, of bringing it through, like music. Some people love country. Some people love jazz, rock, soul. What are you here to sing? And only you can sing it. How many songs are there about love? I got at least 5 records worth. Right? And they all sound different. But it's the song I came to sing. And by aligning through my spiritual practices, I'm able to access the higher levels and bring through what I am here to do. You are able to align, allow, let go. Listen to that divine inspiration moment to moment. Imagine that. This path of suffering separation, or this path, expansion, fulfillment of our potential, listening to the knowing, the spirit, I always think there's 2 spellings for this, ruach or rauk, one or the other. Whichever one it is, it's the, I believe, Hebrew version of spirit, the breath of life, God, right? Yeshua said, sending a spirit that will teach you all things and remind you of what I taught you. What is that spirit, that breath of life, that essence? Well, we get to align and experience it and listen to it and let it guide us. Some call it intuition, some call it genius. I love that word, genius. It's probably my favorite, actually. Some call it God. Whatever it is, our practices allow us to experience it. And why is that of benefit? Because we can then bring higher levels of consciousness that know all is well and always is, regardless of the appearance of form, regardless of the situation, regardless of what is unfolding with the cycles of the earth and the temperatures, regardless of what is unfolding in our country with the politics. All is well and always is. There is divine order and perfection unfolding here now. And our higher consciousness tells us what is mine to do.
Amen.
Am I here to stand up and support a candidate? Or I'm here to just hold the space? Or what? What is mine to do? So the invitation today, for those who'd like to stay for the workshop, I'm going to show you a wonderful spiritual practice that I use that has had humbling impact for people. And it's one I heard and used for 11 years before I realized it was a spiritual technology. And I asked for a spiritual technology. I heard use the one you've been using. Oh. Okay. So, love to share that with you. What it does is also open us up to our abilities. Genius is real. We know that scientifically, but it's hard to quantify. They try to do the IQ test, but that doesn't measure musical genius. That doesn't measure synesthesia, where people can see music, smell music, taste music. It doesn't measure that stuff. But it's real. We know this is real. What's your genius? What are you here to express? Let's play together. I look forward to it. Namaste. So this song is a meditation, and we'll start off with the song and move into the actual meditation together and come out of the song together. You can go ahead and get comfortable if you like. Good news is there's, in this meditation, no incorrect posture unless you're distracting somebody. There's an old scripture that says, in the Old Testament of the Bible, it says, I know the plans I have for you, declares the I Am. Plans to prosper you, to give you hope and a future. Those plans are for each of us. And all of us. So with gratitude, we come. I wanna say thank you for the way you gently open my eyes. No matter what I do, your love is always coming through. When I look in any situation, and I see I see I see to your love. Oh yes, oh yes, I see it. Father, mother, I see it. Great Spirit, I see it. To your love. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. Take a breath in. Just want you to observe what you're feeling and sensing. Whatever arises, just gently allow. Knowing that in this moment you are. I want you to feel into gratitude. Gratitude for anything you can be grateful for, whatever it is. Whether it's this moment or something that's happened recently, whatever you can think of to be grateful for. Just bring that awareness forward. And as you feel into that thanks, feel into the knowing that there is only God the good, saying yes to its desire as you, expressing. As you breathe Feel into the knowing that the I am is always saying yes. Feel into the knowing that wherever we are, attaching to beliefs of limitation, separation, beliefs that the form is real. We limit that yes. And if you are ready to, simply release those limits. Breathe, relax, feel into presence, knowing that this now is full of everything we need. Join me with affirming in your mind, I am an extension of the divine. There is only the I am. There is only